In this video, we're going to talk about the Cut with Surface feature. Now on the screen, we have the same example we used for our thicken cut. Now in this case, what we want to do is actually remove one entire side of our part. Now we could use the thicken cut option to simply thicken in one direction, and with the multi-body part, we could select only a single body to use. So in this case, we could use either thicken cut or cut with surface. But let's take a look at cut with surface and what it can do for us. Once you select the surface you want to use for your cut, you'll notice that you have an error on the screen. Now what this is doing is it's picking a direction away from your surface that's going to be removing the solid material. So in this case, because of the geometry, it's actually pointing off to the left, but it's removing the upper section. So once we hit OK, that upper section is removed. One important thing to note here is the surface is not consumed, such as it is consumed with our thicken cut option. Now you might remember an earlier video where we used the replace face option. So let's go ahead and remove that thicken cut and let's take a look at replace face. So replace face allows us to do the same thing as well as keep that surface. So in a lot of cases, you can use cut with surface or replace face. Now there are several different things with each of those, such as replace face can only be used with a single body, even if you have multiple connected faces. Cut with surface can be used on multiple solid bodies at the same time. And also there's a benefit to replace face that a surface trim or a cut with surface doesn't have. Let's say, for instance, our surface actually had a hole in it. So in this case, if we wanted to use cut with surface, we wouldn't be able to because there's a hole in that geometry. So in an instance like this, one of your only options would be replace face. So you can see here, replace face still keeps the surface and it actually recreated the geometry of the hole. So this is a good tool to use in conjunction with cut with surface. So let's take a look at our other example. Now in this case, we had our two thickened surface bodies that didn't go all the way through the part. So again, with cut with surface, we're not able to use these because they don't go all the way through the part. So there are certain limitations that cut with surface has that thicken cut and maybe replace face might not. So you just need to weigh the different options and the type of geometry you're trying to make and figure out which tool is going to work best for your situation.